A Cleveland Clinic study tracked over 122,000 people. The result shocked even the researchers who ran it. Being out of shape was a bigger predictor of early death than smoking, diabetes, or heart disease. But here's the part they left out of the headlines. 4 specific types of movement don't just slow your aging, they can wind the clock backward. If you're over 45 and you've felt your energy slipping, your recovery slowing, or that quiet fear about your memory in 20 years, this is the most important video you'll watch this month. Because today, I'm breaking down the exact 4 exercises that the world's longest living people use, whether they know the science or not. I'll give you the protocol for each one, the duration, the frequency, and how to start this week, even from zero. Everything here comes from the research behind the book SuperAger Secrets. If you want to be sharp, strong, and independent at 90, subscribe right now so you don't miss what's coming. Let's get into it. Let's start with the one almost everyone gets wrong. Inside every one of your cells are mitochondria, tiny engines that turn food into energy. As we age, they shrink in number and slow down. That's a big part of why you feel more tired at 60 than you did at 30. Dr. Inigo San Millan, who has studied the metabolism of elite athletes for years, found that one specific intensity rebuilds those engines better than anything else. It's called Zone 2. Here's what Zone 2 actually feels like. It's an easy, steady effort where you could hold a conversation, but not sing. You're working, but you're never gasping. A brisk walk uphill, a slow jog, an easy bike ride. That's it. The protocol is simple. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions a week, 30 to 45 minutes each. Keep your heart rate at roughly 60 to 70% of your maximum. If you can talk in full sentences but feel slightly warm and breathing a little harder, you're there. The mistake most people make is going too hard. In Zone 2, slower is the whole point. Think of the shepherds of Sardinia, one of the world's original blue zones. Researcher Dan Buettner found these men routinely live past 95. They aren't doing sprints. They're walking 5 miles a day across hills at a steady, unhurried pace. Zone 2, every single day, for their entire lives. Their bodies are proof of what consistency at this intensity does over decades. So before we go further, quick gut check. When was the last time you moved at a steady pace for 30 minutes? Hold that thought. Zone 2 builds the engines. The next one supercharges them. For years, scientists assumed older muscle was simply past its prime. Then, a Mayo Clinic study, led by Dr. Srikumaran Nair in 2017, tested high-intensity interval training in 2 age groups. The results stunned them. In adults over 65, short bursts of hard effort didn't just maintain the cells. They reversed signs of aging at the cellular level, even more dramatically than in the younger group. The older body responded the strongest. Now, high intensity probably sounds intimidating. It shouldn't. You're not sprinting like a 20-year-old. You're simply going hard, then resting, in repeated rounds. Here's a gentle, proven protocol. Once or twice a week, after a 5-minute warm-up, push at a challenging pace for 1 minute. Fast walking, an incline, a stationary bike, whatever raises your heart rate. Then recover for 2 minutes at an easy pace. Repeat that cycle 4 to 6 times. That's it. 15 to 20 minutes, including warm-up and cool down. As you get fitter, you can work toward the famous 4x4. 4 minutes hard, 3 minutes easy, 4 times through. The key word is you're hard. For one person, that's a slow jog. For another, it's a powerful walk up a ramp. Both work because intensity is relative to you. One SuperAger I read about, a retired teacher in her 70s, started with nothing but a flight of stairs in her building. Up briskly, down slowly. A few rounds, twice a week. Within 3 months, her resting heart rate dropped, and she stopped needing the handrail. She didn't buy a thing. She just used what she had. Hard. In short bursts. Quick pause. This is the halfway point, and the next two exercises are the ones most people skip entirely, even though they may matter most for living independently. If this is helping, do two things. Hit subscribe, so the next video on longevity finds you. And grab the free SuperAger starter guide linked below. It lays out a simple week 1 schedule that combines all 4 of these exercises, so you don't have to figure out the order yourself. It's free. Go grab it, then come right back. Now, the one that quietly decides whether you'll still be carrying your own groceries at 85. After the age of 30, we lose muscle steadily. And after 60, that loss speeds up. Doctors call it sarcopenia, and it's a direct path to frailty, falls, and losing your independence. But muscle is remarkably willing to come back at any age. A study from Brigham Young University, led by Dr. Larry Tucker, looked at the DNA of nearly 6,000 adults. People who did regular strengthening and high activity had telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA, that looked nearly 9 years younger than sedentary people of the same age. 9 years, written into your cells. Here's the protocol. 2 to 3 sessions a week, never on back-to-back days for the same muscles. Focus on the big, compound movements that train your whole body. Some kind of squat or sit to stand. A push like a press or wall push-up. A pull like a row, and a hinge to work the back of your legs. Do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. The golden rule is progressive overload. When it starts feeling easy, add a little weight, a few more reps, or one more set. The challenge is what triggers the growth. You don't need a gym. Resistance bands, a pair of dumbbells, water jugs, or just your own body weight all work when you push close to your limit. The people of Okinawa, another blue zone, traditionally sit and rise from the floor dozens of times a day. That single habit is a full-body strength move, and many of them do it well into their 90s without help. Strength, built naturally, repeated daily, for life. The final exercise gets almost no attention, and it may predict how long you live more directly than any other. In 2022, researchers led by Dr. Claudio Gil Araujo published a study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. They asked middle-aged and older adults to stand on one leg for 10 seconds. Those who couldn't were nearly twice as likely to die within the next decade. Balance, it turns out, is a window into the health of your whole nervous system, and falls are one of the leading causes of lost independence after 65. The good news? Balance improves fast, and you can train it anywhere. Here's the protocol. Every day, stand on one leg for 30 seconds, then switch, near a counter for safety. Once that's easy, try it with your eyes closed. Add heel-to-toe walking, like a tightrope, across your kitchen. And practice slow, controlled sit-to-stands from a chair without using your hands. Just a few minutes a day rewires your stability. Think of an Icarian fisherman in his 90s, climbing in and out of a rocking boat on uneven rock. He never trained balance in his life, but every day demanded it, and so his body kept it. You can recreate that demand on purpose, in your own home, in 5 minutes. So let's pull it together. If you remember nothing else, remember these 3. 1. Zone 2 cardio. Easy, steady, conversational effort. 2 to 3 times a week to rebuild your cellular engines. 2. Resistance training. 2 to 3 times a week. Big compound moves to defend the muscle that keeps you independent. 3. Balance work. A few minutes every single day, because stability is survival. HIIT is the accelerator on top once those are in place. Here's your one job in the next 24 hours. Don't overhaul your life. Just take one Zone 2 walk, 30 minutes, an easy pace where you can still talk. That single walk is your biological clock starting to turn the other way. Take that walk, and I'll see you in the next one.